Hey, everybody. I didn't know you could come in early and chat. That's awesome. We're going to do more of that. That is cool. That is actually makes me really happy. Let's see. Hopefully, let me know how the sound is. You guys are in here. You already moved in. Renee's already here. Good to see you guys. Fishing. We're talking fishing. Nice. Ah, I think they're live fishing at this time. Hey, Renee, you and I have spent some time together today. That's exciting to see you here after me saying silly stuff. Oh, good. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate it. I moved the vocal microphone up above here, so I'm thinking maybe that will make me project more. That's my thought anyway. So we'll see how long that lasts. But I was doing some editing of these videos. I notice I sound kind of like I'm in a hole half the time. So, hey, Laurel. Let's see. All right, we got about 10, 15, let's call it 12 minutes. Whew. Yeah, I got that. I put that link up early. Every time I set this thing up, it's asked me, when I want to do it, and I'm always like, I need to do it right now because I'm always running behind. But I thought I'd give this, set the link up early to see how it went, and seems like it worked. So I think maybe we'll do that going forward. Let's see who just logged in. Oh, hey, Lanny. Good afternoon. Looking good. My keys are right here. My wife just walked in. Hold on a sec. Right there. Got him?
That's a super pop.
That's the pop. All right. Well, how's everybody doing today? Anything exciting happening? Are we ready? 16 songs? That's a lot we're going to be doing today. We ready for it? Let's see. Let's take a look at our to-do list today. Roger. I posted up on Facebook today that we were going to do this, and I got there. It's weird how you'll be going. Maybe I should lower that blind. When you post stuff places you do usually to post, all of a sudden I got a whole bunch of views on YouTube. I don't know how that happens, but we're even more famous right now than we were this morning. So that's good. Let's see. Lynn, shouldn't that be water? Yes, it should. I already had one or two. I think 2 glasses of water today. Plus, I dropped my coffee on the floor this morning over at my studio. I'm able to sneak in and sneak out as long as I don't touch anything while I drop my coffee and my zeal not to touch anything. And so I'm missing out on my Americano today. So I'm in a grouchy mood. Let's see. Oh, yeah, watching the numbers. How is New Jersey? Seriously, I mean, I know New York is really chugging along, but because it's not New York, we don't hear as much about New Jersey. You guys had a rough go of it for a little while, for sure, huh? Be a little better. Clementine. All right, 5,000 deaths. Oh my God. Ugh. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? It's just hard to imagine. Well, back east, you guys live so much closer to each other, just normally, like day to day. This is just what it is, a lot tighter group of people. And I guess it just makes sense. Here's the water. That more people would be getting it and struggling with it. So yeah, it's interesting because those of us out here in the West, we're like, oh, I can see somebody. I mean, we're not packed in nearly like it is back east. And those of us who grew up out here were like, oh, there's too many people out here. We don't know what too many people looks like, and it's It's fascinating. Last time we took a family vacation to New York City. I don't know, maybe 5 years ago or something. And it was sort of high tourist season. And man, oh man, it was the place. I remember we walked into Penn Station. We rode the train over. I think we must have been riding it over from New Jersey, and we got into Penn Station at 5 o'clock. And so we were walking out of the station while the entire mass of humanity was walking into the station. And my niece, not the one who lives with me, but my one of my other nieces was with us, and she had never been to a really big city before. And so you could imagine her eyes as we were walking up, and there's, hundreds upon hundreds of people just rushing into Penn Station, getting ready to catch the train. And, I've been in enough big cities where I kind of knew the drill, but she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So it was cute. Let's see who else logged in here. 12 deaths, even in Montana, right? I mean, Montana is really spread apart, but boy, it's still getting everywhere. It's frustrating. Conifer and Morrison. Okay, yeah, they had good taste in where to live. Yeah, Conifer's a fun place. Conifer used to be nothing, and now it's actually kind of a cool place to go. Morrison, I grew up just very, very close to Morrison, and Morrison is essentially exactly the same now as it has always been, which is really, really, really underutilized as an awesome place. It's got a couple bars down there that they just have never really given it a lot of effort, and it's one of those places where every Harley Davidson in the world feels like they need to ride through Morrison, and so it's really, really loud there, and just I don't know, not the one of those places that I'm like, Morrison's awesome. So let's see, Army Days in New Jersey. Dwayne, good to see you today. Linda, hi Linda, how are you? Happy Friday. At least I think it seems like it ought to be Friday. If it's not Friday, let's declare it Friday. Let's see. Joyce logging in. Welcome in, Joyce. Glad to have you today. Everybody's set up for their assault on Mount Everest today. Actually, I think last week was the assault on Mount Everest. We're climbing Kilimanjaro today, so it's not quite the level of oh my gosh, right? So I forgot to run over to Jolly Roger and make sure that everything is looking correct the way I like it. Oh, it is. Okay, good. We're in good shape. All right. Let's see. Hey, Jackie, welcome in. One of the things that's been cute is I can't, if you don't say something over here, I guess you guys is over here. If you don't say anything on the chat line, I don't know that you hear. And so I get all of these notes from people. Hey, I was in your class and such. And I'm like, why didn't you say hi? So interesting. I am having a little bit of a lag on my end here. So I don't know if that's affecting you guys out there or not, but just to let you know that for some reason the video and the sound are not necessarily synced up right at the moment. I'm hoping that will clear. I did check our internet speed prior to going on, and we have really good speed right now. And so if I'm a little bit off, I hope not. But if I am, I guess, right? Let's see. Who else logged in here? Let's see. I said hi to Jackie. Lindy made it in. Good job for being here, Lindy. Glad you're here. Amy is same here, and hi. Hi, Amy. That's going to be super crazy with a little bit of a video lag that I have. So that I guess that'll mean that I'm going to look up at the video monitor. Oh, it's just cleared. So maybe my face and my sound are now more aligned to you, hopefully. Yeah, it was just getting pretty weird, and then now it's clear as bell. So, well, we'll deal with whatever we get, right? We've been through it all at this point. Happy Friday, Chris. They should know that we're getting ready to broadcast ukulele stuff. It should give me extra bandwidth. Hey, Diane, I'm lagging. Okay. I am back. My visual here is back. Sound and visual is back to being normal. So I'm hoping yours will clear up as well. If it doesn't, you'll just have to close your eyes, which is probably what you should do when I'm around anyway. And then we'll just go by sound, right? Probably on a Friday, really not that important. What I'm doing on my fretboard is what you're doing on your fretboard. And Amy said she hit reload and it cleared. So maybe try that out, guys. Just reach up and hit reload and see if that helps you. Judy from Florida, what's going on? Let's see. Plug it out. All right, here we go. Plug it out. Ready? That's hopefully that made some sense. Hey Mel, welcome in. British Columbia, checking in. I like saying we have an international group of players here, and Mel's on the leading edge of the Canadian contingency. Let's see. Hey Linda, welcome in. Glad you're here today. Good afternoon, Kathy. Glad you made it. That's exciting to see you today. We today I was over at the studio and I started going into YouTube and good after reload. Okay, so guys, if you are having some lag, just hit reload and that should help out. I was going through some of the YouTube videos and trying to, because I've not been very good about going back in and chopping off the beginnings of them. And so today I was sitting there trying to catch a few of them up. I only got 2 or 3 done, but the things that you guys have tolerated, oh my God. And one after video after another, I'm like, oh God, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, what am I talking about? What are you doing? And so thank you guys for being here early and often and for doing everything you can to tolerate Gary so that you can become a better ukulele player. It's sometimes here in Denver, when we give a concert, we have the ukulele group, and I end up being the MC because I'm the conductor, and so I end up getting up there with this microphone, and not classic Gary. I never plan ahead on anything, and so sometimes I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth, and of course the entire orchestra is like, "Oh God, don't say that. Just say the name of the song and go." And stop talking. So yeah, so anyway, I'm aware. Okay, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Leslie, TGIF to you. Let's see, Gwyneth, hello from Nuevo Mexico, land of enchantment. Here's I think I've told this New Mexico story. I lived there for 8 years. It felt like 12. Lived 1 year in Santa Fe, and it is an absolutely magical place. And then I lived the rest of the time in Albuquerque, which is absolutely not a magical place. And then when you live in New Mexico for that long, you find out that there are 2 things in life that matter: red chili and green chili. And the only place you can get it is in New Mexico. You buy it other places, but it's not the same. That's the only place that they know how to do it. And so you are absolutely addicted and in love with this red and green chili. And then when you move away, you can't have it anymore. So there's that. I worked for the newspaper in Los Alamos, New Mexico. For one or 2 weeks, I worked for the Española newspaper right out of college. And that was a crazy deal. And then I'm switched to the Los Alamos paper, and that's a crazy town. And so glad you're here, Gwyneth. Delighted to have you. Mackenzie Wagner is here, and Asha. Guys, you both got your ukuleles, right? Let's rock it out. So that's exciting. My wife was FaceTiming with them earlier, so that's exciting to see them logging in. They'll tolerate this for about 5 minutes, and they'll be like, "Oh God, I can't listen to Gary." But so delighted you're here, Kat. Welcome in to Texarkana. Is it really Texarkana, Kat? That makes me laugh. I knew you were from Texas. I didn't know it was Texarkana. That's awesome. Hey, Annie, welcome in. Maria is down in Santa Fe. That was always well, it's hard to say when you live in Santa Fe what your number one is, because there's a lot of good restaurants in Santa Fe. El Pinto is another fabulous one. Mine was always Tomasita's down there in the railroad station. Loved that place. Let's see, Linda coming on in, signing in. Still here. We're here for one song, right? And then I will scare you to death. All right, it's 4:34. We're gonna go ahead and get piled on. People will be coming in and saying hi and stuff. I'm gonna do the best I can to ignore the chat room. We're just gonna play music until we're sick of it. We got 16 songs. We probably won't get to all of them, but we're gonna give it the old ballpark try. And so let's grab. We're just gonna go alphabetical down the row. Aloha, Oi, Clementine, Colorado Trail, and so on. We may skip one or two of the more. Well, there's really only one that is actually just an exercise, so we might skip that one. But let's see how many of these we can get in. And you guys got your ukulele in. Let me tell you, let me grab a tuner real quick and make sure that I have the same one as you. So there's my G. That's what I'm going with for C. There's E. That's what I'm going to use for E. And that's my A. Yeah, so pretty close. Okay. Let's see. Sorry to say, it is Texarkana. It's the only border of the Texas and Arkansas. Oh, I see. Oh, I did not know that's why they call it Texarkana. Oh. There you go. See, we learn a little geography here while we're working on. We learn about the Birmingham jail, and we're going to learn about Texarkana. We're going to be experts. Howdy, Fran. All right. I'm trying to keep the background cleaner than I do. All right, let's play. Aloha Oi is your first song. Got it up in front of you. No page turn. We're going to go top to bottom. Remember, the hard part with this song is this is what A looks like, and that's what E7 looks like, and they feel almost exactly the same. When you look at the paper, you'll struggle. If you are a chord player, you can play chords. If you are working through learning to play melody on your tablature, you're going to do that. And, of course, what I like all of you guys to be getting towards is playing tough uke. From the top. 1, 2, 3. How'd we do? How did we do? You got that Hawaiian, that 808 feel to it. Don't worry overly about getting the timing of it perfect. Mostly worry about getting the feeling of it. That's one of those. That's our song, right? That's fun to start the concert with that. We own that one. That was written on a ukulele for ukulele players by a Queen of Hawaii. So lovely, lovely, lovely song. All right, let's go to Clementine. Patty, welcome in. Clementine. Clementine, you got 2 pages, right? And it's really just G's and D7s as far as I can tell. I'm peeking through it real quick, looking for anything that's going to be a tragedy. It's a pretty straightforward piece. The only thing that's going to mess you up is we're going to go up to a 5 with your pinky on a regular basis. So get your pinkies out and get those warmed up. Okay. And then let's not play it all 8 times. So I think that's probably a bit much. Let's play it through twice. Okay. So we'll play it all the way down to measure 16. Then we'll go back. We'll play it again. Second time through, you skip measure 16 and go on to the final ending there. Okay. And let's dedicate this to poor Clementine. Clementine was just trying to feed the ducklings and wear boxes for shoes. Things didn't go well for her, and then her sister turns out to be a piece of work as well. So between picking bad boyfriends and being involved with bad sisters, poor Clementine. Here we go. I'm going to count 1, 2, and then we're going to start. Hey, Bob. 1, 2. Top. Poor Clementine. How'd we do? Oh, how we doing out there? Give me a thumbs up if you are warmed up and got your hands starting to stretch a little bit and getting ready to rock it out. Some of you probably sat down and warmed up a little bit before you got here. That song is one that probably playing it instrumentally may or may not be on your list of things to do, but you can just grab those chords and pound that one out, and it's really, really kind of fun to play it a little bit. I think when I think about the story, how that song goes, and the narrator turns out to be such a snake and ends up kissing her sister and all this stuff, it's just one of those things where it's kind of fun to have it under. It's kind of fun. All right. You could also, by the way, this weekend, you're writing a song in the key of F if you want to, and you could take that melody and put better words to it. How about that? Let's see. Next up, we got Colorado Trail. Let's see. Got some thumbs up. Kat, Mackenzie, nice job. Susan, welcome. Susan's killing it back there. Just made it in, though. Thanks, Susan. Glad you're here. Vicky made it in. All right. Awesome. All right. Don't show up late, guys. You miss everything when you show up late. Just kidding. Show up when you want, leave when you want. Where's ukulele? One of the problems we have in our ukulele group is people won't go home. I'm that guy. Get out of here. Ah. All right. Colorado Trail, one of my favorite surprise songs that I found it in all these cowboy books, but Coloradans don't know this song, and so and it's lovely. It's about poor Laura. She's 16 and she's dead, and just poor narrator is just devastated at the loss. Let's play it through twice. You're supposed to play it through 3 times. I think twice will be plenty. We're going to play down through 16. We're going to come back up and and obviously play it a second time. And then at measure, when you get the second time through, go to 14 and then skip over to 17, 18, and 19 to finish it up. For those of you looking for a couple of just fingering patterns, that very last chord in measure 19, remember that's that bar chord on 5 with pinky on 8. Okay, that's an F chord, and it sounds really nice on ukulele, so that's one you might want to be working on. The other one, possibly measure 2, and the same thing happens in measure 10, is if you're playing the tough uke line, I've given you D minor with the pinky up here. Okay, so it's D minor shape with pinky up here. It might be easier to just do a bar on 5 with your ring on 7 of the upper string. Hit another D minor. Might be a little easier. I'm not entirely convinced either of those is going to be a great choice. So pick which one's going to make the most sense for you. All right, here we go. Game face on. We got everybody here. Do we? Yeah, we got enough people here. We got the right people here. Okay, grab your ukulele. If you are a chord player, play the chords. If you're a melody player, play ukulele 1. When you get together with friends, ukulele 2 and ukulele 3 are meant as ensemble accompaniment type things. So one's an arpeggio pattern and one is a boom chuck. And so you can actually get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably about 6 voices if you have a singer. You can have 6 different parts here and really turn it into a kind of a cool song. Okay. All right. From the top, don't go fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the top. Yeah, that's a good one, right? That's a good one. Love that. Makes me sad. All right. That's enough Cowboys, right? Let's go on to Daisy Bell. Next one up is Daisy Bell. We got 4 down. It's only 4:48. We're killing it. That's my whole goal, is to get through as many of these as we can. Who cares how we play them? Let's just get through them. Okay, that's how most ukulele players think, by the way. And it's a way you don't want to think. You don't want to be thinking, how many songs can I get through? How many songs can I put in that 3-ring minor that I'm carrying around to everything? You want to get really good at 12 songs or really memorize 1 song, right? I mean, don't try to play everything that you ever heard, because that's mania. All right, sounds more Chinese than cowboy. Well, we don't know. Maybe Laura was from the Orient, I don't know. Is Orient, apparently that's a bad word now, from Asia. And I don't know, is Orient still a place? I don't know if that's a place or not. I don't know if I think it might not be. I think we changed the name of that. All right, Daisy Bell. Speaking of uh, not Asian sounding things, Daisy Bell. We remember, if you've never seen it, youngsters, I'm begging you, go rent 2001: A Space Odyssey. Put your phone down, have a bowl of popcorn, and focus and watch the thing from beginning to end. I'm promising you, you will have a cinematic experience unlike no other. Wait, Donna's booing about the song in the background. 2001: A Space Odyssey. It will explain everything you need to know about Daisy Bell, and it is awesome. All right, let's go to now. Remember, you got to be flat here, right? So just when you get to a B flat, if you're newer to the ukulele, you're going to sound like this. Okay, that's how your B flat sounds. You embrace that. That's what you're doing right now. Don't let it lose. Don't let it make you sad. Okay, let's get your F chord on. Let's put a 3 up there. Okay, don't go fast on this song. We're used to hearing it kind of at a jaunty pace, and we don't want that. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I adore that song. I adore it. Number one song from 1892. If you don't think that's awesome, you don't know what the hits are. So, yeah, absolutely one of the, I don't know why it's awesome. It's just awesome. So, really beautiful melody. It wasn't Hal's fault. We find out in 2010, the Space Odyssey, or whatever they called it, it wasn't Hal's fault that he tried to kill the spaceman, or he did kill the spaceman. So, not the last guy, but or as far as we could tell. All right, nice job, guys. We're knocking them out, sounding good. Hopefully, you're feeling like you've got some skills in whatever way you're playing it, right? So it doesn't matter if you're just sitting there singing the song. That's perfectly fine. If you're strumming along, perfectly fine. If you're working on playing one note at a time, then in my mind, that's the most important thing you could be doing. If you and then of course, if you've been working at this and you're getting to that level where chord and melody are starting to make sense to you, and you're playing at this more or less the same speed as me, that's really a very positive sign for you. That because with tough acts or chord melody, finger style is not meant to be played as a group activity. It really is very much an individual thing. When you go onto YouTube, type in finger style and then just watch whatever comes up, what you'll find is very consistently as guitar players, ukulele players, they're sitting there by themselves. They're not hanging out with a group of people trying to knock that out. It's just too hard to do. And so if it's going well for you, good job. If it's not going well for you, that makes sense, right? It's super hard, and it's really meant much more for solo play than group play. So find a way that makes you happy to play ukulele and do that. Okay, if you're just singing and strumming and that's fine, then just do that. But you're not here if that's what you are. All right, let's go into Don't Fence Me In. Again, I'm just, as I always do, I sort of peek through and look where my tragedies are going to happen to me. And the first page looks like it's fairly cooperative. So I'm not going to be too bummed out about page 1. Page 2 at measure 15. Notice you've got a 7 with an 8 as the chord. And then you're going to have to stick your ring finger way underneath there. to get the melody note. So that's going to be a pretty challenging moment. That whole measure there, measure 15, pretty good chance I'm going to blow it. Pretty good chance you're going to blow it. Just know it's there. And then it repeats again at measure 15. Or I'm sorry, that's what we just talked about. It repeats again at measure, what else? It comes up somewhere else. Yeah, measure down at the very bottom, measure 31. It's going to come up again. Okay, this is a one and done type of song. I recommend that you're really hearing the tune in your head. Oh, give me land, lots of land, da ba 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 bum, bum 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 bum. Okay, so one of the things that I think, if you don't know the song, it's a pretty challenging piece to keep it up rhythmically. So go listen to those MP3s on the website. That's what they're there for, is to get those of you. There's no way you're going to know every song, right? And so you end up playing the songs you do know, and most of the time the songs you know are not what you should be playing. You want to be playing stuff that makes the ukulele sound good. And so so go listen to the MP3s if you're not sure what the song is. Try to get a good sense of what it is. There's nothing that I ever put out that's not pretty good on the ukulele, because I just don't. I've learned not to waste my time on it anymore. So Joyce says, one that I can keep up with, the tough you part. Love the songs from the 1890s. Joyce and I are 1890 people. We know what's going on. She's actually a Celtic person, so I think that makes her about 700 AD, something like that. But yeah, 1890s is when things were happening. That was the zenith of popular music in my mind. About 1890 to 1930, right there. That's the spot. That's when all the good stuff was written. All right, let's get going. Focus. Do the best we can. We'll see how it goes. Grab your G chord to get started. I'm going to go ahead and count in 5 just to give me a sense of how we're doing. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, give me. So that'll be give you a chance to get your game face on. So from the top, 5 beat count in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Sorry. Whoops, sorry. Beautiful. It's a hard song. It's a hard one to get the rhythm right. It's also hard to get a couple of those moments where you got some really tough ukulele playing to go through. And what I find is that's not a reason to give up on it, right? That if you know most is on it and most of it's making sense to you, then just go dive into those places that fought you just now. And I mean, very clear to me that I would need to spend a little bit more time on this bar 7-7-8-7 deal. I mean, that was a hard moment for me. And, and you find when you're all of a sudden out of sync with the timing, oh gosh, that's a place that I need to put a little bit more effort into. All right, that's for those of you who are looking for upper level stuff. That's a great song to be working on. Let's go do Down in the Valley. This one is a little more cooperative on ukulele, a little bit. Okay. Don't have anything scary. On page 2 at measure 20, you do have that 7-7-7-8. Okay, so very similar to what we just played, only it's a different chord. Instead of A7, it's a G7. Okay, and I think that's about the only thing that's super scary. That chord shows up in measure 8 as well. So hopefully that's gonna be the only thing that messes you up too bad. We do go pretty far up the fretboard, up to 7 on a regular basis. So be thinking about positional playing as we've talked about over the last few weeks, and hopefully some of that'll make sense to you. All right, Down in the Valley. C chord. Yay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, sorry. Did you all go clink? I forgot to talk repeats. Let's play it through twice. Okay, we'll play all the way down through 24. We'll go back and play it a second time. Skip measure 23 on the second time through. All right. Sorry. I heard a worldwide plink followed by this groaning. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Top. Yeah, it's kind of a sad one. That guy is in jail, so he messed up. So then play that one slow and sad. It works on ukulele. Feels nice. Going down the valley. Oh, Ghost Riders. Okay, Ghost Riders. All right. Speaking of songs that are hard to play, let's go look at Ghost Riders. Down the Ghost Riders in the Sky. I bought this little machine, and it gets really sad when there's a third page. I have to hit this button a whole bunch to make it do that. So if there's this moment where I should be playing and you're like, what's he doing? Know that I'm busy pounding on my foot pedal trying to get it to turn the page. Okay, here we go. Remember, this one's in minor, so it's sad, right? Minor, we always say, oh, that's a sad sound or a scary sound. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. And so your goal is to get a loping feel to it. And your other goal is to play this thing as fast as you possibly can. Now, I'm going to play it as slow as I possibly can so that we got a chance of playing it straight through without a major mess up. But do, when you're goofing around with this song, be thinking about, my job is to get this thing loud, fast, lopey, scary, really dramatic, right? And so that's one of the things you're working on with this piece is, for some of you, it could be a signature piece, really. I think probably it's going to lend itself to playing it on low G. It's just getting a little extra of that bass in there. But I'm playing high G today, and I'm going to like it, okay? From the top, this thing goes on forever, and there's no reason to do it twice. So we're going to play it one time through. So make it your focus, get really good. Be aware you've got those 10s rolling up on you, and they're going to just ruin your life. Measure 20. Let's just talk about it really quick. At 25, you got regular G minors. At 26, you're going to go to this upper B flat. It's on 5 with an F shape in front. Okay, that's that shape right there in measure 26. And then you're at measure 28. It looks kind of the same, but it's not. You're going to go 5, 6, 7 to get this really intense G minor-ish, suspended G minor type sound there. And then you've got to go up and get all these 10s. Okay, so when we get to that section, I may actually physically slow down a little bit to give you guys a little bit extra time to do it right, to give me a little extra time to do it right. And so just know that that's a great place to wipe out if you're going too fast. So we'll try to keep it slow going through here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second ending. Sad song. Scary. Word of thought, if this is a song you're going to really work on, and you want it to be something at measures 37, 38, 39, and 40, that little section there, I just dropped in plain old straight melody in there because the chord situation with the B flat in that there is not pretty on ukulele. And So I chose not to put it on there because it's just causes the song to be really fairly unplayable. And oh no, Leslie's crying. Don't cry, Leslie. It's going to be okay. The the chords and the melody are really, really unpleasant in there on ukulele. If you want them, send me a note and say, Gary, I promise I'm going to turn Ghost Riders into the Sky into my signature piece. Help me out with figuring out how to do these chords, and I will. The problem is that because this was written on a guitar, they do a lot of this type of chording, and it's not conducive whatsoever on a ukulele. You just run out of space up here to make it go well. And so there are chords that we can drop in on there, but I thought, you know what, this song is a lot of work already. I don't think we need to add that in there as well. So if you are deciding, yep, Gary, whatever the name of the song is, it's my song. Send me a note and I can send you the advanced chording in that 37 through 40 section. Let's see. Yanni says it's beautiful. Nice. Let's see. All right, how are we doing on time? 5:09. Whew. All right, how many have we done so far? A lot or not very many? Let's see. Happy Trails is next. Let's go to Happy Trails. That's not what I wanted to see. It said Scarborough Fair. Let's go to Happy Trails. All right, Happy Trails. All right, we got a couple of messy chords in here. You do the best you can with them. The main chord, the main messy thing here is you do have G sharp diminishes in there. Okay, if you're chord playing, that's going to be one of those chords you don't run into every day, and it is a good one. Let's just play this one time through, see how we do. Okay, at measure 16, you'll see this 0, 1, 0, 7. And that's what you're supposed to do, but that's really, really hard. So just take your pinky off and play 007, and it'll sound good enough. Let's see. Beautiful, I agree. I heard the Riders in the Sky perform this. Oh yeah, I bet. You know, when you hear real cowboy bands, you know, where they're plugged in and they got a bass player, this song is awesome. Frankly, we have a group in Denver here, the Rocky Mountain Ferocious Fleas, and they're our advanced. It's a couple of Debbie, my best ukulele friend in the world, started that group, and they play this song, and I'm the drummer in that group because I don't practice enough, so they you can't play ukulele anymore. You have to play the drums. And I try to make it go as fast as I possibly can, and they keep up there, and it sounds really cool. Happy birthday, Thomas and Ernest. Very nice. Let's get a birthday shout out for Gary himself. All right, so let's go on to Happy Trails, and give their men a birthday shout out. Well, I don't know what's going on there. Let's play Happy Trails from the top. 1, 2, 3. Second ending. Okay. I didn't play it that well. You can go back and play it again. That's a fun one to have. I think a lot of times when we have a friend over and they're getting ready to leave, you pull out your ukulele and play that one. All right. Must be sweating. My face is getting all glowy. All right. Whew. All right. Let's get. You're trying not to look at me anyway. It's fine. Let's go. We're going to skip Key of F arpeggio. We're running out of time. So we again with Key of F arpeggio, make sure that we are working on playing with claw. You notice me, I'm playing with my thumb all of the time because it makes the ukulele sound good, but it's definitely not a technique that I want you to think that I should be played exclusively. I want you guys to be playing claw a lot, okay? Because that will ultimately separate you out from the best ukulele players are going to rise above based on their right hand work, and so you want to have full control over that. So don't use me as the role model on that. Okay, let's do Love Me Tender. JKL, Love Me Tender. One shot, best shot. Okay. Let's what am I trying to say here? We are going to be doing where am I at? Measure 11. That's where you're going to fall apart. I rearranged the paper just a little bit, so it's not where it used to be. At measure 11, remember you've got this B flat shape on, but you can keep your first string open, and then you're going to add your pinky on there to get that melody note in there. Okay. All right, we ready? Grab your F chord. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's worth knowing, right? That's a good song. Oh, Mackenzie's still hanging around. That's exciting. All right, good. All right, I like that song. That's another good one. Okay, it's got a nice playlist today. What the heck? You're lucky to know me. All right, let's go on to Red River Valley. Let's go on now. Red River Valley. Where's that? Red River Valley. Okay, we're going to emphasize more toward the cowboy stuff this week. So we'll skip a couple of these other ones down here and stick with our cowboy theme until we run out of time. We got about 15 more minutes together. So Leslie's now laughing. Leslie's an emotional wreck over at her house. All right, let's go into Red River Valley. I like to peek through and see what a mess I've got on my hands, and doesn't look terribly horrible. Always looking for things that say 7 or 6 or 4. Those are the things that mess me up. So, all right, you got 3 ways of playing. 4, 10 ways of playing it, but the 3 or 4 main ones: chords and lyrics, sing the song, strum it. It's cute as all get out. They think, Wikipedia is very iffy on where this song came from, but they think it was originally a Canadian song. So Mel, who's listening in here, Mel, thank you for the song. And they think it was written in the late 1890s, probably. It was probably related to some people moving out of this one section of Canada into another section, and so that they were actually, it's maybe a actual real song. The research on it looks pretty limited, and you have chords and singing, which is lovely. You can also play straight melody. I also added in a tough uke line, the regular one we usually do, where we add a chord and then whatever melody notes. And then the painful uke here is actually true finger style. So you will be plucking additional decorative notes between virtually any chance I could to sneak in one of those decorative notes. We do it. And that's how fingerstyle works. We just want to get as many pretty notes in as possible. This song we'll play it one time through. We're going to skip that first ending and go directly to the second ending. Red River in southern province of Manitoba. See, Mel was there. He helped load the U-Haul, and so one time through, best shot, first shot, best shot. Okay. Count in 2, and then we're going to go 1, 2. Really nice flow to that melody. Really nice, lovely chords in there. The one that's a bit iffy, okay, go to measure 7. It feels a little jazzy at that moment. I think somebody added that in. There's all these cowboy players out there who have guitars and they don't read music, so they add in extra chords and cool stuff, and eventually it becomes part of the song. I don't think that C chord really belongs there. It was in every single piece of sheet music that I double checked. It was on every last one of them, but I don't think it sounds right. So if you felt like, you know what, that's getting too modern sounding, just hold a D chord through there, play some just whatever notes you want to after you strum that chord, and then while holding that D chord, and then get rid of the C altogether. I think it sounds too pop tuney for me. And so just know that it is absolutely 100% okay to change songs, when to change parts of songs when you need to make yourself happy, unless you are studying Renaissance lute music, and then you have to do it exactly like it says. Okay, they even strum lutes crazy like they did back in the day. With these fingers way out here, it's weird. All right, I am going to skip Scarborough Fair, not because it's not a great song, but because it's really meant as a stretch piece for level 1. It's not really meant as part of our theme this week, and so so that's a great one for you to be working on at home. By the way, it was 17th century song, I think. It's not going to go bad anytime soon, so put it on your shelf. Get where you can play that thing. It's amazing. Simple Gifts is again not in our theme this week, and frankly, if you've been playing with me all this time, you're fine. You don't need to play that one again today. Just know it's my favorite song, and we're not going to play it today. Let's go straight on to Streets of Laredo, number 14. 14. We're going to go to 14. We're going to get Streets of Laredo, Tom Dooley, and You Are My Sunshine, and we're going to be in great shape. All right, Streets of Laredo is 100% legit old-fashioned cowboy music that they borrowed from Ireland, right? So it's actually an Irish song that they brought over, put on some funeral planning into the lyrics, and then we got this song. It's a good, beautiful little tune. Try to remember as you're playing through it, you're in 6/8, so you got really 2 main pulses in each measure. As I walked out on the streets of Laredo. So you're trying to get those 2 pulses in each measure. And it's not unimportant that sometimes you have dotted quarter notes followed by 16th notes is to get again that cowboy feeling of this loping feeling. As I walked out on the street, Laredo, as I walked out on Laredo one day. So you want to try to get it as cowboy-ish as possible. The closer, the more cowboy-y sounding you get, the more successful the song overall is. Obviously you can play it just to straight notes and it sounds fine, but it's not quite what we're after, right? All right, so let's play it through twice. Okay, top to bottom. We'll play down through measure 8 and then come back. So it's just eight measures, and we'll play it twice. Okay. From the top, I'm going to count 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to go 1, 2. Whoops, sorry guys, I hit the wrong button. Hold on, to the top, ready, go. Okay, pretty little tune. I think all of these verses, I'm not positive if anybody has ever sung all of the verses in one sitting, but there are a few in here that are actually quite sweet. Getting the Jolly Cowboys to carry his coffin is sweet, and 3 little ladies to throw in some roses into the hole before they throw on the dirt. Just some really nice imagery there, and it ends on a pretty dumb lyric, but you don't have to do that lyric, right? So get the funeral planning in, and know that he's going to die. He's going to be dead by the end of the song, and so it doesn't matter if you make a mistake here or there. You're in good shape. All right, let's go to, speaking of dead people, let's go to Tom Dooley. I think it was Kat who sent me an email and says, "Hey, I got to get going. I need to go string up Tom." And I was like, "What the heck is she talking about?" And then I realized she was gonna get Tom Dooley strung up. Okay, was that you, Kat? That's a little dark gallows humor for me yesterday or today. All right, Tom Dooley. Those of you who are writing songs this weekend, do not write about the murderer, write about the murderee. You don't have to write a song about murder, period. You can write a song about daisies and kittens and ducklings. Not the ducklings and Go Tell Aunt Rhody. That doesn't work out well. I don't know. Walking outside these days is scary enough. Don't write scary songs right now. Write happy songs. All right, here we go. Tom Dooley. Nothing fancy in this one overly. You do have this G7 chord. Remember, we talked about this earlier in the week. Index on 5, middle on 5, ring finger up here on 7. Okay, you're used to this G7, and that's a lovely G7, but this one's going to come up a lot, and it's a really handy one to have. Let's give it a try. Let's play it through twice. That's enough. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Okay, it's one of those melodies that really captures you. It's a great melody. It's just it needs, again, for those of you who are thinking, I'm going to write a song this weekend and I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling kind of lazy. I'm just going to take the melody to Tom Dooley, change the words into something, whatever, and then send it to me. Right? All right, G7. There's Tom Dooley, and then. All right, so now we're on to our grand finale. You Are My Sunshine. Are you tired? I'm feeling, my whole body is feeling like I just was in a fight. You Are My Sunshine. This is a lovely way to end our busy week of ukulele. We only skipped a handful of songs there. Go back and play them because they're good songs. They weren't there by accident. A couple of thoughts here prior to us leaving. We usually jump way up to a big number of watchers and then we kind of drop down. And so I always feel like right toward the end, you guys are the ones who are serious about ukulele. You are the ones that make doing this for me worth it. And also, I think you're going to be the one that makes it worth it for you in your communities or your family or your neighborhood, whatever. So the way you're playing this stuff right now is the hard way. It is absolutely so much harder than the regular way to play ukulele. And if you're surviving, if it's making sense, just know there's lots and lots and lots more of this and lots of good stuff that we can work on, and we can get our right hand together and get our left hand together. When you go watch these great ukulele players and you now know what you know on this thing, you'll be looking at them going, well, they're not doing anything fancy. I can do that, right? Don't be that person. One, you can't do that. But two, the difference between a professional and you is hundreds, thousands of hours of practice, right? That's the difference between a professional and an amateur. The other difference is that the professional has to get it right. You just have to have a great time. You just have to enjoy making music, and you get a way better deal than the pros get, because pros have to ride around in a van, right? And you outgrew a van a long time ago. So what we want to do is just be proud of what you're working on. Make sure that you stick with this. Keep playing at this high level. When you get stuck, you send me an email. That may have been last week you got stuck. Send me an email. Let me know what I can do to help. We're going to be getting where they're going to start letting us outside again against everybody's better judgment. We're going to let us out. And so some of you may wander off into the sunset. But if you're going to hang on to this thing as an activity and as something that's important to you, and I want to help you. I want to help you if at all possible on that journey. And so again, in my email, just send me an email. I don't have anything better to do than read your emails. This weekend, this was the key week of F for newer players. So we had a lot of songs in the key of F this week. So this weekend, you want to write yourself possibly your first ever song, maybe your 27th song. My friend Elizabeth, who she's probably hanging out in here, she doesn't talk on the chat box because her chat box doesn't work for some reason, wrote 50 songs last summer. And so I that in my head, that's why I'm alive on this planet, is to write goofy songs about stuff. And so don't be shy about it. Your 4 chords for the weekend: F chord, D minor, B flat, and C7. Okay. Okay, those are your 4 main chords. Mess around with them. You start on F, you end on F, everything in between those two spots are just messing around with for fun. Let's see. And so, but prior to us singing this song, we're going to kill you. You are my sunshine. Just know you guys are the reason that ukulele is going to take a big jump in your community. Go find somebody else to do what you're already doing, and keep at it. Okay. Other thing. Next week I start the level one, the beginner, the intro. I don't know, beginner, intro. I don't like any of those terms. We're going to start the whole thing over. So if you have kids, if you know other people who own a ukulele, if you know anybody that's like, man, I sure would like to play ukulele, go make sure that they get one in their hands and come have them check it out. So we'll start with Frere Jacques, dead on square beginning next week, and then we'll also be adding in whatever next level stuff is we can. I did get a call here just a little bit ago that I think might have been my computer, so I'm going to check that voicemail here in a minute. If I don't have that, I'll go through my hard drive and find out what's worth just throwing up there. And so it may be a little bit of a raggedy week in terms of what I want to do for you, more advanced players. And so just be patient with me. By Sunday, middle of the day, I'll have posted up what we're going to work on, at least for Sunday night. Okay. So just don't get in too much of a snap. Wait till Sunday around noon. Mountains time to find out what we're working on that day. I do have tons in the computer, but sometimes it's not in a class setting type thing. So definitely checked out that. Let's see. Red River, the Southern. Cindy, let's not do thanks yet. See you Sunday. See you, Laurel. You should be a. Thank you, Kat and Kat. You should be a life coach. I should be a life coach. This is our life coaching session. You're beautiful. You're kind. You don't honk at people when they're in front of you. You just know that life's going to work out. All right. By the way, Jake is playing tonight, 9 p.m. I assume Eastern time on Facebook. All right. Go check Jake Shimabukuro's page out. What ukulele am I playing? First, with Jake. Jake's our number one player. He's our number one guy. We are lucky to know the number one person in our community. He's an amazing person. I've gotten to talk with him a few times. He is just absolutely everything we would want for this instrument and everything we'd want in music and everything we'd want in life, right? And so definitely go check him out. He will when you watch him play, you'll know what he's doing over here. The fact that he can do it way faster and way better than you is really should not strike you as being a major problem, right? He's put in a few more hours than you have. And so just watch what he's doing over here is exactly what you're doing, and watch what he's doing over here is exactly what you're doing. So you are just a little baby Jake waiting to grow up. That's what you're doing. All right. Now, what ukulele am I playing? This is an Ohana ukulele. I'm an Ohana dealer. I really like their products, and I think a lot of them. It's the number TK350G. It's kind of one of their upper end ones. It's just got a real pretty sound to it. I don't believe that you need a great ukulele to be a great ukulele player. I play a lot of crummy ukuleles. I think it's fine, but I happened to grab this one today and I really like it. I was going to play my Kamaka, but one of the strings was broken, so it's sitting right over here. Actually, that's that one right there. The string was broken, and so I had to repair that, and it was not cooperating. So I didn't want you guys to have to listen to that slowly tune up. 7 p.m. Mountain Time tonight for Jake. Okay, so now you know what you're doing tonight. All right, let's play You Are My Sunshine twice through. It's in A. You got the D chords and you got E7s. Just be aware, sitting down there, scary, measure 6. You got 9s. You're on the 9th fret, F shape in front of it. Okay, that's all that's going on there. There's a 9th with an F shape in front of it. Okay, it comes up twice. It also shows up in measure 10. When you see something like that, take a little bit, get up there as quickly as you can, but then really put some love into it. Okay, and then you'll see it really works. It's going to sound nice. Okay, this is our big grand finale. 1, 2, 3, 4. one more time. Okay. Well, I guess there's a one on 12 here. That one's hard to get to. All right, guys. I don't know, 12 songs, something like that. We did pretty many. All right. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Take tomorrow and write a song or do nothing or don't play any music at all. I'll see you guys Sunday night. We'll start with Frere Jacques and then we'll toss in whatever songs I happen to be able to get together for you. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I hope you're still staying inside and staying safe. And thank you guys for all of the kind comments and nice things that you always say. You don't tell me the truth. Just keep telling me I'm awesome and it'll all work out. Kat, have a wonderful night. Mac, oh yeah, I am a life coach. I'm your life coach. This is full of awesomeness. Thanks, Lindy. Good to see you. Joyce, thank you. Well, another great week, Gary. Canada, you're welcome, Canada. Thank you for Red River Valley, Mel. Leslie, good for you, right? Thanks, Lynn. Have a great weekend. Joyce, I'll see you. Have a great night. Bonnie, thank you. A great way to see what's easier and way more. Yeah, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy. The hard stuff's the stuff you want to get to, though, right? Sometimes we play the easy stuff, but you do want to get the hard stuff. Renee, have a wonderful night. Sending love from the Wagner home. You've gone. Love the Wagners. Wagners, we love you, right? We love 3 of you. No, I'm kidding. Okay, and then you can fight over who the 3 is. That Pat guy's the worst. Patty, have a wonderful night. Lanny, good job. Keep rocking on, dude. Kathy, talk to you soon. Jackie, have a wonderful night. Chris, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Annie, we're a team, right? Keep going. Tanya, go knock out North Carolina. They need your help. What fun while isolated. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you all Sunday night, hopefully. Sunday afternoon for some of you. All right. Have a good weekend, Vicky. Amy, thanks for everything. Good to see you. I will see you guys down the road. Going to go to denverguitarorchestra.com and play whatever song we're playing over there. Oh, Waltzing Matilda is today. Senile Colorado Maniac. Don't say senile. It's happening to me already, Alan. I'll talk to you later. Bye.